Hey there, it's Seb Frey here with another exciting episode of It's a Seb Show. And today I want to talk about how much it costs to sell your house. Now, if you're thinking about selling your house, probably the first thing you want to know is how much could you sell your house for? The next thing you want to know, though, is how much are you going to walk away with at closing? Now, to a large extent, that will be dictated by how much you owe on the property, which I don't know, and that's going to vary from person to person. So let's start talking about some generalities aside from that. Okay, so when you go to sell your house, you're probably going to spend some time getting it ready for sale. You could call it, preparation. You could call it staging costs, whatever you want to call it. The average person spends between 1 and 3% of the sale price getting the home ready for sale. So if you're selling a $500,000 home, you could spend between $5,000 and $15,000 getting it ready for sale. On average, let's just call it 2%, right? Let's do round numbers, right? So if you're selling a $500,000 house, you would expect to maybe put in about 10 grand getting it ready for sale. That is not money that is really spent. I would call that an investment because you're looking to get back more than that when you go to sell the house. How much more? You're looking to get back at least 2.5 times, maybe 3, 4, or 5 times the money that you invest in getting your home ready for sale. But nevertheless, we can call that an expense, right? So let's just put that in the expense column and say 2% in home preparation costs. Now, the biggest number that you're going to see on your settlement statement, which is taking away from you money at closing, that would be the commission. So the commission is, of course, negotiable. Don't get me wrong, there's no standard commission, no such thing. I'm going to give you a number, but just understand the commissions are negotiable and there is no standard. Now, I ran some numbers on my local MLS to see what the commissions were. So I found out that about 94% of the time, sellers are paying 5% commission. So that's what we're just going to use that number, 5%. In your market, it could be 6% or 7% or 4% or 3% or 2%. And of course, you don't even have to pay commission at all. You could use you could sell it yourself. You could use a discount, flat fee broker. There's all kinds of different ways. But I think that most people are going to have the best result using a traditional full-service realtor, such as myself, to get the home sold. And let's just say that that's going to cost you 5%. Now, you're going to have some other costs in there as well. You're going to have like title fee and escrow fee. And depending on where you are and how much your house costs, those fees will vary. But let's just say it's going to be about 0.5%, right? Could be 1%. Let's just say it's 0.5% though, right? So we got 5% commission, negotiable, no set commission, 2% getting your home ready for sale, which is really an investment and you're going to get paid dividends on that. And then 0.5% for closing, so 7.5%. So let's just say you're selling your house for $1 million. What's 7.5% of $1 million? Why, that's about $75,000. That's quite a bit of money, but I think that's a good number to use. 7.5% is about what you would expect to pay to sell your house. Could be more, could be less. And one way to look at the commission also is that it's not just an expense, it's actually really an investment in terms of getting you the highest price, because we do know that homes which sell retail using a realtor do have on average about 15% higher net sale prices than homes which do not use a realtor at all. So in case you're wondering, that's about what you're looking at. Now, I've seen higher costs. I sure have seen lower costs, but I think that, me not knowing who you are, where your house is, or what kind of condition it's in, let's just use that number. 7.5% is about what you're looking at to get your home sold. All right, well, that is it for this episode of It's a Seb Show. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. And do me a favor, would you share this with somebody you know who is thinking about maybe perhaps possibly selling their house? That would be awesome. Also, if you would give me a like, like a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. And even a little commentary here, that would be super fantastic as well. Listen, thank you so much for watching It's a Seb Show. I really appreciate it. And don't worry, I'll have another episode up again before too long.